the legs before you do the arms?
Legs, then arms.
Legs and then arms.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it this way. This is a better way to do it. Let's do it this way. So, relax your arm.
Sorry.
It's all good. So, here's where the sheet is. Wrap it around and down, so then it stays out of your way. All this is opened up to get massaged. Everything's nice and draped and secure. So what I like to do here, come up, swoop, grab the hand like I'm shaking it, put my elbow into my hip, come down, twist. If that's a little hard for you to do, you can have the arm laying flat. You can just get muscles just like this. So there's a big muscle right here. See that muscle? It comes down, and that's the muscle that's responsible for doing like a hammer fist, and a lot of your grip strength comes from there as well. So this is a muscle that gets really sore on you guys, massage therapists, from doing pet dressage a lot. So when you're working on each other, you know, it's work.
Sucker's sore.
I barely even touch it. So that's already sore from a couple of days of class.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get in there and work that really well.
I play video games a lot.
Okay.
So.
How's that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Video games, I'm on the computer, massaging. Ooh, I use that sucker a lot.
That is very tight.
Uh-huh.
So a little bit of rotation. But this is an area that you really want to work on for each other as well. So back to here. So if you only have 1 or 2 minutes, again, you're not going to be doing a whole lot in your 50-minute. Maybe 2, 3 tops, as long as they're a little quicker. But if you can do 1, maybe 2, just make sure it's nice and slow. Come up the bicep, to the shoulder. When you come back, I like to slip my hand underneath the trap like this. And come back. This way. Down. So you don't want to spend a ton of time, but at least make sure you get the full body. So maybe a minute there, and if you got the time, at least, if you don't have another minute, at least 20, 30 seconds, what you got, a little bit of hand. So I like to at least do a minute on each hand. And one little technique you can do, same thing we're doing with the toes, slip in, thumb on thumb, and stretch, and open that hand up. And there's 4 really big muscles right here.
Be nice to me, please.
Called the thenar eminence. That makes the thumb being able to flex, extend,
That's
rotation.
joystick thumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's my prized possession.
Then also, there's a nerve that runs right here. And when this gets tight, it goes from here all the way down the arm, all the way up into the temple. And that can cause migraines. So if someone comes in with migraine pain or headache tension, this is the spot you want to get.
Yeah.
I've heard that before. Like squeeze right
Yep.
there when you have migraine.
Yep, that's why, because there's a nerve that runs there. Yes, right
It's
here.
gotta be one of the trigger points.
Yes. And then, so I'm not just doing this with my wrist. I'm using my elbow and getting more torque this way. So, and down. Not too much?
It feels good, but it's just
Hurts so good?
Yeah.
Good.
Exactly that.
And then you come here and you move up like this. So you gotta do that a few times. Grab the thumb, same thing I was doing on the toes. Circular motion and stretch. Pressure on the tip. Just to release the sinuses and stretch. Come down this way. Right here. Circular motion all the way to the end.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I just feel all that tension in our wrist. I'll just stretch
Yeah,
it.
I can feel it. It's all grinding. I had a boxer's fracture on that hand too. It's been my tough hand.
All the carpal bones are here. And there's so many. The muscles in between get tight. It's lock and lock up so much, especially if you're on the computer a lot. People are like this, their wrist a lot, typing and typing. All right, so some easy stretches on the side. So here's the elbow, right above the elbow grab. So if you're gonna pull from the wrist, just be really, really careful. I can be really sensitive on a lot of individuals. So I like to grab, here's the elbow, right above the elbow, on the tricep and a little bit of bicep. I pull from here first, and second on the wrist. So then remember, when we stretch, slightly come out, slowly back in, a little bit of vibration. Come down this way and stretch. And release. In your 50-minute massage, you're not gonna have time to do all these stretches. So back here, this is one of the great ones. This is a nice one. So make sure that's nice and covered. And stretch. So some other things we can do tonight when we're doing front of the arms, underneath and grab, and then just work on getting the trap here a little bit. So I like doing this a little bit too, as long as I have the time, especially if I'm doing an 80-minute or 2 hour. One, it feels good, and two, it'll help you warm up the traps for when you go work on the neck. So I'm coming back here. One, now I'm getting the neck and the traps re-warmed up from earlier in the massage. nice little technique you can do for the shoulders. The AC joint runs right here, and with people complain of that area being sore, it's a lot of times it's the AC joint. A lot of lifters get it. People, anybody works out, I notice that a lot, right in there. Underneath, top, dig in a little bit, and just come down. So I just put my hand right in there, down, and strip. So you may have time to do this in an 80-minute massage, but typically in a 50-minute you won't have much time. Unless someone said, can you focus on my shoulders? Then you want to add this in. But realistically, you're gonna have 1, maybe 2 minutes on each arm. So in your Swedish, you just wanna work on getting the front of the arm deep, deep, swoop, come back. If you're really low on time, real quick here, come up, down, and go right to the hand. Just, you know, again, you're not rushing, going real fast. Take your time. If you look at the clock and you're like, whoa, I'm starting to fall behind, maybe you have only 30 seconds, and maybe you only had time to do 15 seconds on the hand. Get in there and work it real quick. Move, because you really want to make sure you spend 10 minutes on the neck and the scalp. So redraping, over.